What really happens to your money when you die? What will happen to your spouse, kids, pets, and all the assets you worked so hard to accumulate, like your investments, your business, house, and personal belongings? It's a question most of us prefer not to think about. But it's an important one because chaos unfolds when someone in the family passes. I have worked in banks for many years, and I have seen firsthand how messy things can get. Probate, frozen accounts, court delays, family distress. It's a lot, and it's usually worse than people expect. Consider the story of Bob Ross, the gentle-voiced artist known for his happy little trees. Despite bringing joy and peace to millions, Bob faced a bitter struggle with his business partners, even as he was battling cancer. After his death, his family was left in turmoil. His former business partners took control of his share of the company against his will, leading to a prolonged legal fight with Bob's family that added stress during a time of grief. The documentary on Netflix, Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Greed, tells this heartbreaking story in detail. Till today, Bob Ross Inc. continues to thrive as a $15 million business, offering art supplies and painting classes. But all the profits go solely to Bob's former business partner. His family never saw a penny coming in after his death. And this isn't some rare horror story. Anyone who has been an executor can tell you, settling an estate is no walk in the park. It is a very taxing job. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you understand what really happens when you pass away, and how you can save your loved ones from all that stress by preparing ahead. So let's break it down. When you pass away, any assets owned solely in your name with no designated beneficiaries are frozen. That includes your bank accounts, investments, your house, your car, your company. They become part of your estate, and your family won't be able to touch them until probate is granted. You might be wondering, what is probate? Probate is the legal process where the court confirms your will is valid and gives your executor the green light to act. It takes time. It takes anywhere from a few months to a few years, depending on how complex it is. And it costs money too. Probate fees, legal fees, and accounting fees. And during the probate process, your assets just sit there, frozen. No one can access them. Now, what you can do to prepare. Here are 4 things you can do now to make things easier later. 1. Create a will. It might feel a little morbid, but a will is just a roadmap, a way to clearly lay out your wishes. It prevents confusion, avoids unnecessary disputes, and it gives your family peace of mind. 2. Choose the right executor. This person will be in charge of carrying out your wishes, handling paperwork, paying off debts, distributing assets. Choose someone who is trustworthy, capable, preferably living in Canada to avoid cross-border tax issues. If you're not sure who to choose, you can also appoint a licensed trust company. You might have seen the classic movie scenes when a rich person passes away and a group of people in black suits with briefcases swoops in to take charge. Those are corporate executors in action, though real-life scenarios are usually less dramatic, but sometimes it's the right move. 3. Coordinate your will with your spouse, especially in blended families. If you have children from different marriages, or if you plan to leave assets to nieces, nephews, or charities, make sure your wishes are spelled out clearly. Otherwise, everything could end up going to your spouse after your passing and then distributed based on their will. Your side of the family might be left with nothing. 4. Plan for tax. At this point, you should not be surprised to learn that there would be tax consequences when someone passes away. Death means different things to different people. However, to CRA, that means a big final sale. It means it's time for them to collect your unpaid taxes. Upon passing, any assets owned would be deemed disposed of, meaning in the eyes of CRA, you have sold everything you own right before passing, which can have significant tax implications. It's not uncommon for an estate valued at over $2 million to shrink to just $1 million due to tax liabilities. To help minimize this impact, it's best to talk to financial professionals about strategies to minimize that impact. To put it all together, estate planning isn't just about money. It's about making life easier for the people you care about during one of the most difficult times in their lives. There is a lot of nuance, so don't wing it. Talk to professionals, make a plan, protect your family from added stress and confusion. I go into much more detail in my published book. It's called Canadians, Do You Have a Financial Plan? You can find it on Amazon. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're starting to think about your own estate planning, feel free to reach out. My email is in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.